This is a video showing the northern light displays seen during a 13-day canoe trip down the Nahanni River. Getting to the starting point on the banks of the Nahanni River involved 4 flights, starting on a large jet and ending up on a small Cessna landing on the riverbank. After landing, we were off on a 13-day canoe trip down the Nahanni for some 330 kilometers. Leaving Fort Simpson, our small Cessna flew low over a seemingly endless series of mountain ranges towards the upper Nahanni. Our Cessna landed on a gravel bar named the Bunny Bar, alongside the Nahanni where our canoes were cached. The South Nahanni River is one of the prime wilderness rivers in Canada. There are little traces of civilization along the river, including zero light pollution, making for potentially excellent northern light viewing conditions. With the departure of our plane, we were on our own, and our canoe journey down the Nahanni started.
We're all alone. We're all by ourselves.
The forecast of aurora activity during our 2-week trip down the Nahanni varied from low to high. During the latter part of our trip, the northern light activity was active, or 4 out of 9, and on several nights the aurora displays were visible overhead during the middle of the night. The first night of northern light viewing was at Virginia Falls when the activity was moderate, or 3 out of 9. Virginia Falls is one of the most spectacular features on the Nahanni. It has a total drop of 96 meters, making it about twice the height of Niagara Falls. The flow over the falls is dramatically divided by a large rock outcrop in the center of the falls known as Mason's Rock. The lights were not particularly bright and were simply green ripples. The tent platform served as an effective tripod since the lights were directly overhead. There were the occasional meteors streaking through the aurora. These were probably stragglers from the Perseids. In the morning, we portaged around Virginia Falls to its base, after which we continued our canoe trip downriver. Leaving Virginia Falls, we continued downriver towards the gate. At the gate, the river makes a sharp hairpin turn and squeezes through a narrow gap flanked by a vertical limestone wall that is 460 meters high. When we reached the gate, the sky did not look promising to see the northern lights activity, but fortunately it cleared up and all was set to see the lights. The forecast was for active aurora activity, so hopes were high. With the northern lights active, all that was required was the will to get out of bed around 4 a.m. and spend an hour or two viewing them as they danced across the sky. The sun set near 10 p.m. and there was no artificial light pollution. Fortunately, even though there was a full moon, it set before 4 a.m. on the clear nights. Leaving the gate, we paddled onwards to Lafferty Creek for our final northern light show. Again, the aurora forecast was for active aurora activity, but the skies had some clouds, so the prospects were not certain. Leaving Lafferty Creek, we continued downriver, but alas, although the aurora forecasts were still favorable, the cloud cover did not lift to reveal any northern light. Fall was approaching and the geese were flying south, so it was time for us to leave too. The trip down the Nahanni had many highlights, but the northern light displays were special.
Take me somewhere nice, to some tired island in your heart called paradise.